Hello, hello, everyone, and welcome. I am so excited. My name is Magaly Colimon-Christopher. I am the founder of Conch Shell Productions. And today, I'm going to be introducing you to amazing artists who were part of our Conch Shell International Film Festival in 2022 and 2021. We're starting with Charysse Tia Harper, and we're going to be joined later on by J.R. Roache and Catherine Bruhier. Now, what is it? What am I talking about? What? Conch Shell International Film Festival. Okay, so as you know, at Conch Shell Productions, we are about showcasing the works of Caribbean and Caribbean diaspora artists in film and theater. And our film festival this year is happening October 10th to 13th at Regal UA Midway Theater in Forest Hills, New York. And Charysse, I'm just so thrilled that you're here with us to talk about not only your experience at Conch Shell International Film Festival in 2022, but about another great thing. Conch Shell International Film Festival now has a channel. We have a channel, CSIFF channel on Hoopladigital. Hoopladigital. If you haven't heard about Hoopladigital, you need to go on there. They provide free access to library card holders to films, audiobooks, all these amazing aspects of entertainment. More importantly, they provide access to our films. So if you have a library card, go on to Hoopladigital and you're going to be able to see Charysse's amazing film, The Jill of the Trade. So, hi Charysse, welcome.
Hey, how you doing? Thank you. Great intro, by the way. Very excited to be here. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk a little bit about my film and our relationship with Hoopladigital.
Thank you. So you're in London right now, right?
Yes.
And Jill of the Trade has been doing the whole indie film festival circuit. Tell me what was that like, and what made you say yes to distributing your film with us?
Yeah, so for starters, very excited to be here, and thank you, Conch Shell International Film Festival, for accepting my film. We had finished it in 2021, and we were looking for avenues to be in different film festivals. So when we saw your call for submissions, me being a filmmaker of Trinidad descent, I really wanted it to be in a festival where people can see the work of Caribbean artists. So after being at the Conch Shell International Film Festival, we won the award for Best Documentary. That opened up a lot of doors to be in other festivals around the world. So in total, the film has been in 13 film festivals on 4 different continents.
Wow.
Yeah. And we have screened it in various locations, public locations, meaning in libraries, community centers, at schools, because it's not just about the people who can afford to pay for a film festival ticket, but it's for the world to see it. So we've been on this mission to just show it to as many people as possible. So having the opportunity to have it on Hoopladigital on our CSIFF channel, it means again people can see it for free. And that's the thing, is that I don't want people to think that watching a film, it's a barrier because you can't afford a streaming membership or you can't afford to buy a ticket. It's all about if you have the interest of learning about something new, something about female empowerment, which is what my documentary showcases, then I'm glad that you have the opportunity to watch it.
Fantastic. And, I'm happy you brought that up. Access for all. Because how can we awaken awareness to the voices of the Caribbean and Caribbean diaspora filmmaker if access to it is only through film festivals, the 13 that you screened at, and not everybody has access to film festivals? And how do we grow the community of film artists who are in the marketplace? How do we grow the awareness of our voices if they can't access it in the library near them? And so when I say the library near them, we are going to be available to library card holders in US, Canada, New Zealand, and Australia. So that's a huge marketplace. And if you want to look up more information about Hoopladigital, go to hoopladigital.com and find out where else they may be expanding their reach. And young people can be inspired by the message that you inspired, because your piece is so beautiful. I loved how you were sharing how women around the world are making space. They're taking control of their journey. And what was that like, sharing that with because when we first started Conch Shell International Film Festival, we were online 100%,
Mhm.
because it was during the pandemic and we had to be in a safe space. And now the safe space has expanded to an
Yeah.
in venue opportunity in New York City. So what was it like sharing your film with our community of film lovers?
Yeah, so showing the Jill of the Trade has been such an exciting experience, and it's similar to what you said. So the film is about five women who work in male-dominated professions, and they talk about their successes and their hardships. And these are five women, five different parts of the world, five industries, and they speak five different languages. So it's really to highlight that this isn't just a problem, say, in South America or Asia. This is a problem all around the world. And because we actually ended up filming online because we filmed it in 2020 and 2021, it was important that we were able to showcase it offline in live. So, as you mentioned, Conch Shell International Film Festival was online in 2021, and I showcased my film online. And then it's always a challenge because sometimes people make many different engagements when they're online. They commit to coming to watching a film, but then hey, this other thing is happening. But when you have people live in person, when they make a commitment, they're more than likely to follow through with it because now they had to pay money and they have to get from A to B. So showing it online, it's it's a different vibe, a different feel. It's still exciting nonetheless, but now being able to take it into a school or into a library where you can actually talk to people. You know how online you have to do that raise that hand icon, and sometimes people get tired and then they don't want to wait. And but then when you're just engaging, everyone can participate live. I'm talking, but then person A is talking, then person three jumps in, and it's just, I find it to be a more rewarding experience. So, but
If,
now that we're
no, no, go ahead, go ahead. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
but no, you're all good. Now that we're at the point where we can actually distribute it online, this is different and for free and at people's own leisure, so they can watch it at 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock at night on their own time during their lunch break. So it's weird how I mentioned that I love doing things live, but I also realize the benefit of online where there's no time constraints, and I think that's even more important. Why being able to access these films for free at your own time is even, yeah, it's even more important for getting people to understand the plight of the characters in my story.
Fantastic. And so I mentioned that we have three other films on our channel right
Mhm.
now. And unfortunately, due to technical issues, our other two filmmakers are not going to be able to be present with us. And I encourage everyone in the audience on our Instagram and Facebook page to go and launch a watch party. So if anybody who's watching us right now had a launch party to celebrate, or if you watched our films, go ahead and put in the chat that you watched it and what you thought about Jill of the Trade. So, because this is a live chat. Yeah, that's how this is. This is so live that because JR and Catherine weren't able to join us because of technical issues, they're not going to be present for this chat, or hopefully they'll show up before we close out. But be sure to watch their films, Clean Teeth Wednesday, Sweet Rhine, as well as Tia's, um, Charysse's film. And by the way, I also included one of the films that I produced as part of a Being for Real event, and it's called Till Midnight. So you get a little peek into my storytelling as well. So here's the thing, though. You have to have screened your film at Conch Shell International Film Festival for us to consider your work. So as you know, we're accepting submissions right now on Film Freeway, and please be sure to go to Film Freeway and submit your film for consideration so that we can actually have this conversation about democratizing
Mhm.
access to amazing stories. Oh my gosh, Catherine is joining us. I'm so excited. So
Yeah.
we're gonna wait 1 second. Catherine is joining it. I'm adding her to the stage. Hey, Catherine, welcome, welcome,
Hey.
welcome.
I'm so
Catherine
sorry.
Bruhier. That's okay. It's live and live it
Yay.
happens, you know? And I love the fact, wait, Charysse and Catherine are both wearing red. That
I
is
was
hot.
noticing that. We're vibing. I like that.
So I was just sharing with everyone, Catherine, that your film, Clean Teeth Wednesday, is one of the films on our channel. And you're in California. So I'm guessing, have you been able to access the footage on our channel that's on
Um,
digital, Hoopla Digital?
One of the moms from my daughter's school said that she saw it. I sort of put a thing out to people that she saw it and she loved it.
Yay.
I
Awesome. Awesome.
I need to do it myself too. My daughter's in a show this weekend, so I've just been like inundated with doing that. But yeah, it's such a wonderful idea. See it worldwide. If you have a library card, that's all you need. You know,
That's all you need is a library card. And so if you feel like if you don't have money, you can't have an expanded view of the voices of Caribbean diaspora filmmakers, that's not true.
Ex-
And support us by watching, because when you watch, it's free for you, but the library system does pay our filmmakers, and we've got to support our filmmakers so they can do their next job. So send
exactly.
it
And you
to your friends, send
go
it to
to
your
the library.
community. Go ahead. I'm sorry. What did you say, Catherine? I
I
didn't
said
quite hear that.
you don't even have to go to the library. You can just stream it, which is awesome. Yeah.
So tell us about Clean Teeth Wednesday. It's screened at Conch Shell International Film Festival 2022. How has it been doing, and what is the story so people are inspired to watch it?
Clean Teeth Wednesday is a story about this young girl, Rachel. It's sort of first graders rebel against fluoride treatments of the 80s. And she's the only person of color in her class. And there's another girl who's really nerdy and gets picked on a lot. So she's sort of battling this internal feeling of wanting to say something, but not wanting to be the next victim of the people that gets picked on. So at the end of Clean Teeth Wednesdays, well, she makes a stand and stands up for that girl and sort of, comes into her own. But that girl also rescues her from the fluoride treatment. So I don't want to give it away, but she's impressed by this young girl that gets picked on who's really nerdy. What she does instead of taking the fluoride every week. And so it becomes a thing that they start doing. Everybody does it. And Rachel is blown away that this person is the one that sort of changed her world. And it's kind of a sweet little ending. Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it. And what I really love about it is that it opens up the availability of our content to younger people, younger women. And do you notice that there's this common thread? Women taking a stand. Women taking a stand.
Yeah.
And that and that's why I contacted you, JR, and Charysse at first, because I wanted to have those stories to be our first stories. Not to say that those themes are going to be the themes of every single film that we were screening, but I really loved your messaging. So if you're curious to know if there's a messaging in the first few films that are on our page, yeah, but the messaging will be different. And I'm really thrilled that as a documentary, that you're uplifting women overall. Yeah, your documentary, The Jill of the Trade, says, yes, you can. I love that. And honestly, I was so thrilled when you all said yes. I was nervous. I was like, are these filmmakers going to say yes to sharing their message in the library system? So there are new lines of distribution available. And the great thing about having the internet is distribution. The story of distribution is not what it was in 1994. Distribution can literally be in your control as a filmmaker. So tell me more about your experience with finding distribution for your work, and your growing understanding about your power as the filmmaker and deciding the audience that sees your work. Whoever
Yeah.
wants to
So
start.
sure. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, distribution, I've always found it to be difficult, especially so The Jill of the Trade is my first short. It's only 22 minutes long. Other things I've produced have been over 40 minutes, even all the way up to 90 minutes. So in looking for distribution, I wanted to actually make a short as a way to challenge myself, because I felt that I'm really good at telling longer stories, but when you have to make something succinct, I thought, ooh, that may be a bit difficult, but let me try it. And in looking for distribution, I found that it's difficult to find distribution for shorter films. People want something longer, medium form content, so over 40 minutes, and then feature length. So that's the issue that I'm encountering. I don't know if you also encounter the same, Catherine, when
Absolutely. And in fact, the first short that I made, we had an excerpt from the very popular book, The Alchemist, that was approved for the short film as a short experimental. And then when we went to distribute it, we had to then go back and get the rights, which they would have been fine to grant us. But then it was in Harvey Weinstein's company's hands and not get through. And then, of course, whatever happened. It was a while ago. I think I need to revisit it now. And then with this film, there was a channel that wanted to air it, but the producer at the time didn't want to go that venue, wanted to sort of because there are some some airlines that will have like a short film channel. So we were going that route, but never ended up continuing. So this is kind of like the first time it's been out there other than festivals, really. So it's a wonderful.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I did not know that. That's wonderful. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Then it's a blessing for both of us. That's fantastic. Yeah. And now it's like there was a period of time when filmmakers felt that the only way to distribute was to go to YouTube. But now with the library card system and with Hoopladigital expanding it to make an opportunity for the filmmaker to actually have an income from their work and not have to necessarily have a million views to see it. That is really, really important. And so I'm really grateful to filmocracy.com, our industry sponsor for the film festival, for making this opportunity available to us. They've been our industry sponsor since we started in 2021, and they're always expanding what it means to be an indie filmmaker, what it means to get your work out to the community. So major thumbs up to filmocracy.com. So I'm sorry. Okay.
The thing that's wonderful about it is, apart from the income, is just getting the film out into the world and the message out that you intended as a filmmaker in the first place. If nobody can see it, then you know what I mean? So yeah, that's been really special.
Exactly. Yep. You said it. You hit the nail. You hit the nail with the hammer. Is that you spend all this time and effort making a film, and then at the end, after the film festival route, it just lives in your closet, so to speak. And having this opportunity for anyone to watch it. We were talking before about access, and sometimes film festivals are limited to people who can afford it and who can actually go there. But now this is basically anyone who has a library card, wants to watch it for free, go for it. So I think that this breaks down a lot of barriers that were in place previously.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you both for being part of our first step to breaking down barriers for our Caribbean and Caribbean diaspora community. And I want to thank you all who are watching. And if you're not watching, I'm going to thank you all for watching it later. But we're going to bring our amazing conversation to a close. Charysse, Catherine, do you have 2 or 3 words that come to mind when you're like thinking about the...
Uh-oh, you froze.
Yeah, for me too. Oh.
That we come back. Yeah, there we go. Network issue resolved. I'm telling you, people, this is live.
It's live.
Thank Conch Shell International Film Festival and our channel, as well as the film festival. Feel free to share 2 or 3 words that come to mind.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear the end of the question. When I think of your film festival, I think of the only place that specializes specifically in films by filmmakers of the Caribbean diaspora. I mean, that.
Oh, no. Let me correct. No. We're one of a few. Caribbean Tales Film Festival in Canada was my inspiration. Absolutely. And I just I want to make sure that everybody knows that there is a community, a growing community of film supporters that are creating platforms for our story. We're there's also Third World Film Festival and Caribbean Tales. There's Windrush in Great Britain. We are there, and we're coming together to support you. So I am so grateful that you brought that up, Catherine, because there's so many filmmakers who do not know that we are creating a space for you. We're bringing you love, and come to us with your work, and we will support and celebrate you. So
wonderful.
Charysse, do you have 2 or 3 words?
Yes, I was going to say positivity, energy, support. That's what I thought about Conch Shell, the film festival, and the distribution network.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Catherine. Thank you so much, Charysse. And thank you to you for being here. So be sure to submit your film to Conch Shell International Film Festival. Go to Film Freeway, do what you have to do, and be sure to watch our channel on Hoopladigital. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and peace and blessings to all.